Winter sports injuries such as skiing, ice skating, and hockey can lead to several orthopedic injuries such as sprains, ligamentous injuries, strains, or even fractures. There are 3 common tips that can be used to help prevent injury. Number 1 is to stay in good physical condition before participating in sports. Number 2 would be to warm up thoroughly before you perform any sort of winter-related sports activity. Cold muscles and tendons are vulnerable to injury. And number 3 would be to wear protective gear such as helmets, goggles, gloves, and padding. If you do sustain a winter sports-related injury, it's important to rest, ice the affected extremity, compress, and elevate. And if your symptoms persist, do not hesitate to call your orthopedic surgeon or your primary care provider.